today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Taken down at the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Richardson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Panthers at 13-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here to Donnell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw is Green on 1st and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Richardson. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Green. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Green steps away. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's Purdy. A short throw to Musgrave. That one a first down pickup of 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They go play action here. Purdy. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Purdy. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. And here's Green. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Able to find his man, John Phillips. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they had 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you...
There he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now the try here for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walsh. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Come on. Hey, can't be lying. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Williams here.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
2nd and 7.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Back to throw. Green. That is caught and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Panthers.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And here's Green throwing on 1st down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Green. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Green on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Green now on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. The Bucs showed flashes this year, but ultimately they were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will end their season at 8-9. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. The Falcons let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does mean they finish above 500.
Always, as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Escapes the defender. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Green on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Green. He finds his target, Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Green. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Back to throw. Green. Escapes the sack. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
26
Looking to throw. Green. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Intended for Luke Musgrave. Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine.
Operating from the gun. Purdy gets it to Strong. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Switch.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Throwing again, Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, but with a 3rd and 2 coming up, they got 8 yards there. Shotgun now with Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Walsh. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Purdy. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Strong grabs it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Screen play set up for Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Townsend. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need however possible.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Phillips. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw. Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Takes it to about the 37. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.